Was Victorian Britain truly as prudish as legend suggests, or have we inherited a simplified caricature of a far more complicated age?
Welcome to Literally Victorian with your host, Matthew Lee Hanson.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Matthew and I'm glad to have you back with me once again. Now, 3 months ago when I started this channel, I was still exploring what sort of subjects I would be delving into. Most subjects were enjoyed, apart from one particular subject which stole the limelight, reaching over 1,800 views, and that was the one on body piercing. So what I thought I would do is not necessarily revisit and risk repeating myself, but to build on it. So let's take a look into the Victorians once more and ask politely and sincerely, were they really as prudish as we all made them out to be? When we imagine the Victorians, we see restraint, high collars, gloved hands, heavy curtains, strict manners. A society so cautious it supposedly covered piano legs for fear of impropriety. The 19th century certainly prized respectability. Public behaviour was regulated by etiquette. Clothing concealed the body almost completely. Social codes governed courtship, conversation, and even posture. Reputation mattered. For the middle classes, especially, respectability was survival. To appear moral meant access to employment, marriage, prospects, and social mobility. The body became a surface upon which virtue was displayed. Clean hands, structured clothing, disciplined grooming. But public restraint does not equal private absence. Beneath the starched collars, the Victorian world was intensely preoccupied with the body. Corsets sculpted the female form dramatically. They were not neutral garments, they reshaped waists, lifted posture, and exaggerated silhouette. Though framed as modesty, they created one of the most deliberately engineered body shapes in Western fashion history. Men, too, performed masculinity visibly. The great Victorian beard was no accident of laziness. It symbolised virility, authority, and strength at a time when industrial life threatened to soften traditional roles. Facial hair became ideological, a statement about male identity. And then there were practices rarely discussed openly. Tattooing flourished among sailors and soldiers, and quietly among some members of the upper classes. Piercings, though not publicly advertised, existed with certain circles. Adornment did not vanish in the Victorian era. It simply moved behind discretion. Even romantic correspondence complicates the stereotype. Victorian love letters were often emotionally intense. Writers expressed longing, devotion, and physical yearning within the bounds of language. Passion really existed. It was just encoded. Meanwhile, the era saw the rise of sensational fiction, music halls, and penny dreadfuls filled with crime and melodrama. The appetite for excitement did not disappear because society valued restraint. It found other outlets. The contradiction becomes clearer when we consider spiritualism. Seances allowed Victorians to sit in darkened rooms holding hands, awaiting contact from beyond the grave. The unseen fascinated them. Mystery attracted them. The boundaries of life, death, and the body were tested repeatedly. This was not a culture unaware of desire. It was a culture deeply concerned with managing it. Public morality functioned as social glue in a rapidly changing world. Industrialization uprooted communities, cities expanded, Class divisions sharpened. Discipline offered stability. Respectability provided structure. But structure always casts a shadow. Behind closed doors, people negotiated identity more freely than stereotype allows. Beauty products flourished. Romantic fiction thrived. Private adornment persisted. The same society that preached moderation also produced intense fascination with scandal and sensation. The Victorians were not naive about the body. They were anxious about it. Anxiety does not erase interest, it intensifies it. In many ways, Victorian prudishness was performance, a necessary public script that allowed society to function. Privately, life was more complex, more human, and often more contradictory than later myth suggests. So were the Victorians really prudes? Well, they were disciplined, they were image conscious, and they were morally earnest. But they were also curious, they were expressive, they were conflicted. They did not suppress the body, they negotiated it. And perhaps that is less alien than we imagine. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. I'm nearing 100 subscribers now, my largest ever sub count on everything I've done over the years. So until next time, bye for now.